Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And in this one, I want to kind of explain the current state of affairs and also give you guys some important crypto news that you most likely really wanted to hear. Having said that, I am still extremely bullish on crypto. I personally very much believe it is a dip. We don't know how far it is going to dip, but I do not believe, and I repeat that, I do not believe the bull run is over. Starting it off, let's quickly start out here with what happened to the Ripple XRP lawsuit late last night. At about 11:57 p.m., a new document was released, and James Fillon quickly posted it over on Twitter, quoting, SEC News v. Ripple. Asks the court, so the SEC asked the court to deny Ripple's request for an order requiring the SEC to stop 1. Using the foreign requests for assistance for discovery purposes, and 2. Turn over all material already collected. SEC also filed a letter regarding 2 documents that were filed under seal as part of this motion. This last part is really not that interesting. It's the first part, where the SEC is now requesting that Ripple's request for the SEC to not use those documents is foul, and why they should still be able to continue on with their search and don't have to give over all their documents. And what this is referring to is a couple of days ago, we got a notice that Ripple was basically telling the judge, like, hey, we want the SEC to stop with all the information they're trying to gather overseas because, well, they're not allowed to do that, and we don't think that's fair. So then now a court hearing was, I think, scheduled on the 30th, and now the SEC has already given their response saying, well, here's why we think that we do have the right to actually request those documents. Now, point A is the SEC's use of requests in litigation is well established. The SEC cooperates with foreign regulators through voluntary requests. The SEC's authority to request assistance does not cease in litigation, and so forth and so on. We earlier explained that it is kind of unfair because it is only the SEC or a governmental body which could request these documents. It's only like basically the government that could do it. However, the SEC here states that it's actually not illegal, and it's not like their right to request assistance from foreign governments is all of a sudden stopped because of litigation. Now, I must quickly say here, guys, I am not really familiar with all these terms. I'm not a lawyer, not an attorney. I'm just trying to make it logical in my head as well. And what I kind of felt from all of this is, well, they're not required to turn it over. They're not required to stop all of this. They're just in their right, they feel. So they think it's important. We want to have it. We want to use it. And now it's going to be up to the judge in most likely a couple of days to decide whether or not this was worth it, whether or not they may do that, whether or not they may allow it to be used and whatnot. So let us see, let us wait. But it's basically just the SEC who now responded saying we do want those documents and we don't think we did anything illegal or that was not allowed. Then Ripple shifts 190.7 million XRP along with major exchanges after coin plunges below $1. Let's quickly say one more thing here, guys. This, again, is going to be figured out on the 30th of April, if I'm not mistaken. So, once more, be prepared for that hearing. Yes, guys, hearing. So, it's going to be with a judge on the phone. We can all listen in, and we're going to talk about everything that is happening around that date. Having said that, make sure you press the like button if you are enjoying the daily crypto updates. And, of course, why not subscribe, right? We are 102,000 strong. Let's get to 103. Ripple shifts a lot of XRP. 100 million XRP has been transferred from Ripple to an unknown wallet. I had a discussion earlier with somebody talking about XRP's transfers by Ripple. XRP transfers by Ripple. To be honest, we very often don't know exactly what it is for. In this case, however, it was sent from a Ripple address to its RL18VN wallet. In the past and recently, this address has been used by the company to send XRP beyond Ripple, i.e. to crypto exchanges or Ripple clients and partners. We don't know exactly what is going on, but I would say it's quite safe to assume that this is going to be for either funding of an exchange, maybe a new exchange wants some liquidity. If that is not the case, then it could also be that they're using this for a new corridor in terms of ODL. Maybe they're funding another company on the ODL spectrum in another way. Maybe it's a test payment for CBDC. Or maybe it's like to test the rails for CBDC. Maybe it's a line of credit in some way, shape, or form regarding XRP. We don't really know, but it is most likely not something negative. At least I can't really think of a good reason why it would be. Unless I guess they're just basically selling it on us because they want to. But then again, 100 million XRP transfer is not necessarily a sell just because you're sending it, right? That's not necessarily the case. Now, 90.7 million XRP moved by crypto exchanges. We've seen some bigger transfers going on. To be honest, guys, there's not really much that you can fetch out of all of this or really get. There's, for example, 20 million going from an unknown wallet to Binance. That's usually negative. But then again, the exact opposite also happened a little bit before that. It could have been that it was like, okay, let's put it from Binance to an unknown, and then from unknown to Binance, but we didn't really link these two up. You can check it out if you want to, but I personally don't really care, because in the end, it doesn't really matter that much. It's just, there's a lot of transfers going on, and we don't know really why, but there was something going on, right? So just maybe keep that in the back of your head. However, we've also kind of concluded that there's more outflow than inflow, which basically means people are taking their coins off of exchanges and not necessarily putting that much on. Point being, once more, they're taking the money out, and this is kind of showing you guys a little bit of a skewed picture, as once more, the money is mostly coming out. Now, on XRP, on XLM, this becomes a little bit more interesting, as 800 million XLM was just transferred by whales in the past 15 hours. Whale Alert has detected several large XLM lumps moved by crypto whales after the recent launch of the XLM-based ETP, Exchange Tradable Product, or Traded Product. We covered this in yesterday's video. The video performed not so well, actually. Same thing for another video we did yesterday. But the point, I think, was quite clear, right? Cardano and XLM were coming in terms of this basically stock coverage or real-world institutional adoption type of coverage. So that was really good to see. Now, 100 million, 100 million, 100 million, 100 million, and another 100 million, another 100, and I think another 100 were sent, about $350 million worth. And it does make you think about something, because it's been transferred from unknown to unknown. What happened there? Well, there's a couple theories, and I'm not sure exactly which one lines up, but what you could put here is that they're doing this to fund, but let's quickly read here. XLM and ADA, like we covered in the last video, based ETPs launched in Switzerland. The following recent event is likely to be one of the reasons that triggered the aforementioned large XLM movement, basically getting launched on the the third biggest exchange. I don't know what the name for it is. Stock exchange, basically, or yeah, I don't know how to say it. On April 22nd, CoinDesk reported that exchange-traded products based on XLM and native coin, the Cardano blockchain ADA, were launched on the Swiss exchange SIX. The ETPs were launched by the investment product provider 21 Shares, headquartered in Switzerland, the crypto-friendly country. Yeah, point being of this one, it could be in some preparation for all of this. It could be that they're preparing for it. It could be that they've turned bullish because of it. It could be that they're transferring to custodians. We don't really know, but it's kind of coincidental that it just happened within this time frame where this was announced. That's interesting. Then whales grab Bitcoin dip as $2.4 billion deposited on exchanges on Friday. A lot of money is moving in right now. There's a lot of inflow of dollars to exchanges deposited, and there's a large outflow of crypto from exchanges. What this is showing is a lot of people are most likely buying that dip right now, and I think that's really juicy to see, huh? Again, I don't think the majority of people think the crypto run is over. It is mostly the retail that think, oh, panic, 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 but these big guys here are moving money to make money with it. And then Elon Musk believes that the future definitely holds some crypto, is it Doge or Bitcoin. Once more, this guy is kind of memeing about for a good part, but he knows this stuff. And he also knows the fact that, yeah, crypto ain't going nowhere. If you really think it is, we're not on the same level, we're not on the same page. Because I cannot believe in any way, shape, or form that crypto is going into the ground, man. I cannot. Tesla CEO has inquired as to what the future may hold. The community's opinions have split between Bitcoin and Dogecoin. He basically said, what does the future hodl? And again, a lot of people were commenting there, which was pretty damn fun to see. And John McAfee was shocked to hear the price of Doge. That was also pretty funny to come out from John McAfee, who was a really big ICO shill and is now, I believe, in prison over in Spain. So it's interesting to see, like, what do you guys think? Which will be the biggest crypto after, let's say, 10 years from now? It's really hard to say, and I don't have a good answer. On that same note, though, we all know crypto is here to stay. I'm going to repeat it once more, and that there's a growing amount of people who are just entering the space, who want to have it, want to be involved with that. That's, again, to be seen right here. 14% of Americans own crypto. Bitcoin remains most popular. Although Bitcoin remains the most popular crypto asset for Americans, the majority own a more significant portion of Litecoin, Ethereum, and Bitcoin Cash, study concluded. They didn't put up XRP for some reason, most likely because there's not a proper regulation for it. But it could also be that this is just a little bit biased that they didn't put it in the title, because if you think about it here, XRP is still freaking huge, and I also think a lot of these guys were interviewed, the whole interview is quite skewed. A little fun reason why I'm saying that is because whenever I talk to people in the crypto space here that I have never heard about before, for example, just a random guy on the street, I've had this, let's say, about 4 or 5 times in the last month. I have this pretty often. Don't mind you. These guys don't know who I am, right? They don't know I have anything to do with XRP or DustDBC or whatever. And whenever I ask them, what crypto do you hold? You know how often they actually say, yeah, I'm only into XRP, man, or XRP this, XRP that. So to me, it would be really crazy that 24% of the people are Bitcoin Cash maxis. That sounds so odd. Or at least they were familiar with it, right? That sounds so odd that a lot of people were more familiar with Bitcoin Cash than XRP. And that they're this is again a really skewed study I already explained a couple days ago, that they're more familiar with Chainlink than XRP/Ripple. Yeah, I don't believe, I don't buy, I don't believe, I don't not buy the story. I just cannot. I really cannot. Also, this one is odd. Average value owned Bitcoin is significantly less than Bitcoin Cash. Even then Litecoin, then Ethereum, that sounds BS to me. This is a really strange study. It was done by Gemini, and we've already debunked why this is most likely pretty damn stupid, but let me reiterate here. It's freaking stupid, and I don't think it makes a lot of sense. So don't let these articles or these surveys discourage you or think, oh, you're stupid or strange. Most likely the survey is just done in a really strange manner. That's my 2 cents on it. But yeah, that was it for this update for right now. That's the current situation. Crypto is still doing quite okay. I mean, it's not really pumping like crazy, but it's really kind of stable from where we saw it yesterday. Of course, that does not really show where we're going to go throughout the next day, but just my little 2 cents on the exact situation for right now. That was it.